Grade 7, and welcome to another episode of English on Air. I'm Teacher Amy, your amazing learning buddy. I'm very sure that you're all excited for the things that we will be learning today. Are you ready? Chop chop!
As you go through this lesson, you will be able to first, define direct speech and reported speech. Second, identify the parts of direct speech and reported speech. And third, transform direct speech from reported speech and vice versa.
Can you hear that? I guess we have an unexpected visitor today. Let's check it out.
Good afternoon, students. How are you? I've heard so much about you from Miss Amy. She said that you are all excellent. I want to prove it myself. I will be giving you challenges after the discussion of your lesson. So for now, sit back and listen to your teacher.
Wow, that's amazing! Big Brother is here! Did you remember the things that he said?
These are the things that Big Brother said. How are you? Big Brother asked. I've heard so much about you from Miss Amy, Big Brother exclaimed. Big Brother instructed, sit back and listen to your teacher. Notice that the exact words of the speaker are placed inside the quotation marks. What do we call these statements? That's right. These are examples of direct speech. Direct speech is also known as quoted speech. It is a spoken or written text that gives the exact words of the speaker. These words are enclosed in quotation marks. Look at these examples of direct speeches. Do you think there's another way to state this, wherein the meaning remains the same without using the exact words of the speaker? Do you think so? Let's find out. Big Brother asked how we were. Big Brother exclaimed that he heard so much about us. Big Brother instructed us to sit back and listen to our teacher. These statements that we restated are examples of reported speech. If the direct speech quotes the exact words of the speaker, the reported speech or the indirect speech restates what has been said by the speaker without using the exact words. Unlike the direct speech, it doesn't have quotation marks.
The parts of direct speech and reported speech are reported clause and reporting clause. The reporting clause includes a verb such as said, asked, told, and replied. On the other hand, the reported clause contains the exact words of the speaker.
In this example of a direct speech, the reporting clause is Big Brother asked, and the reported clause is how are you? While in this example of a reported speech, the reporting clause is Big Brother instructed, and the reported clause is sit back and listen to our teacher.
Now that you know what a direct and reported speech are, let's try to identify their parts.
Tell whether the underlined portion is the reported clause or the reporting clause. Time's up. The correct answer is reporting clause. Did you get it right? Amazing! Let's check out the next one. Time's up. The correct answer is reported clause. Isn't it easy? Let's proceed to the next. Time's up. The correct answer is reporting clause. Did you get all three correct? Congratulations!
Now that you've learned how to identify the two parts of direct speech and reported speech, let's explore on how to transform direct speech to reported speech and vice versa. In order for us to do that, there are certain rules that we need to consider.
First, the tenses of the verbs change. Let's take a look at this table. The verb guides in the direct speech is in simple present tense. When transformed to reported speech, we change it to its simple past, which is guided. Therefore, the reported speech will be, he said that his mother guided him in answering their math lesson. In the next example, the verb finished is in simple past tense. When transformed to reported speech, finished becomes had finished, which is in past perfect tense. We also change the modals when transforming a direct speech into reported speech. Here's the list of most commonly used modals. We use can, may, must, will, and shall in direct speech. When transformed to reported speech, it will be could, might, had to, would, and should. Aside from changing the tense of the verb and the modals, there is also a change in pronoun. A pronoun may be in the first, second, or third person point of view. In the first sentence, the subject I in the reporting clause is changed to he. Therefore, the reported speech is, Carlos said that he was very excited to watch the next PBA game. In the next sentence, the pronoun you and your are changed to they and their. Thus, in the reported speech, the sentence will be, the teacher told the students that they were going to submit their worksheets on Tuesday. In the last sentence, the pronoun he is in the third person point of view. As you noticed, it did not change even if transformed to reported speech. We also need to consider the time expressions and adverbs. Let's take a look at the table. For direct speech, we commonly use the time expressions today, yesterday, tomorrow, next week, last week. When transformed to reported speech, it will be that day, the day before, the next day or the following day, the following week, and the previous week. This, as used in time expressions, usually becomes that. For example, he said, she is coming this week. When transformed to reported speech, it will be, he said that she was coming that week. Lastly, we should also consider the kinds of sentences, such as interrogative, declarative, and imperative sentences. In interrogative sentences, yes or no question, the word if or whether is used in the reported speech. Take a look at the example. Our teacher asked, are you aware of the onslaught brought by Typhoon Raleigh? When transformed to reported speech, it will be, our teacher asked us if we were aware of the onslaught brought by Typhoon Raleigh. In interrogative sentences, WH questions, the question is changed into assertive or positive form, and we use the WH question word in the reported speech. For example, Juan asked, "Where can we donate relief goods for typhoon victims?" When transformed to reported speech, it will be, Juan asked where they could donate relief goods for typhoon victims. In declarative sentences, aside from changing the pronoun and tense of the verb, the that clause is also used in reported speech. Take note of that when the introductory verb is in the present tense, the tense of the verb remains unchanged in the reported speech. For example, President Duterte says, corrupt officials will lose their jobs. When transformed to reported speech, it will be, President Duterte says that corrupt officials will lose their jobs. In imperative sentences, reporting verbs advised, requested, ordered, suggested, and told are used in the reported speech. We also use the infinitive do in the reported speech. For example, Miss Cruz said to him, "Use your time wisely." When transformed to reported speech, it will be, Miss Cruz advised him to use his time wisely.
Now that you've learned the different rules in transforming the direct speech to reported speech and vice versa, let's put that to test. Now let's play Grammar Millionaire. For every correct answer, there is a corresponding reward. This question is worth 1,000 points. Are you ready? Let's start!
For the first question worth 1,000 points, which of the following is the correct reported speech of the statement, "What are your dreams in life?" She asked me. A. She asked me what her dreams were in life. B. She asked me if what are my dreams in life. Or C. She asked me what my dreams in life were. Go! The correct answer is letter C. She asked me what my dreams in life were. Good job! You got it correct! Now let's proceed with the next question that is worth 10,000 points. Which of the following is the correct direct speech of the statement, Miss Perez ordered the students to pass their paper? A. Miss Perez ordered, pass their paper. B. Miss Perez ordered the students, pass your paper. Or letter C. Miss Perez ordered, pass your paper, students. Go! Time's up. The correct answer is letter B. Miss Perez ordered the students, pass your paper. Way to go! You got it again! Now, for the next question worth 100,000 points. The question is, which of the following is the correct reported speech of the statement, Angelo said, "I am going to the library to research on my assignment"? A. Angelo said that he will go to the library to research on his assignment. B. Angelo said that he was going to the library to research on his assignment. Or letter C. Angelo said that he went to the library to research on his assignment. Go! Time's up. And the correct answer is letter B. Angelo said that he was going to the library to research on his assignment. Amazing! For the final question worth 1,000,000 points. Are you ready? Here's the question. Which of the following is the correct reported speech of the statement, Mang Tani reported Typhoon Rolly continues to intensify as it moves towards the Luzon landmass this morning? A. Mang Tani reported that Typhoon Rolly continued to intensify as it moved toward the Luzon landmass that morning. B. Mang Tani reports that Typhoon Rolly is continuing to intensify as it is moving toward the Luzon landmass that morning. Or letter C. Mang Tani said that Typhoon Rolly will continue to intensify as it will move toward the Luzon landmass this morning. Go! And the correct answer is letter A. Mang Tani reported that Typhoon Rolly continued to intensify as it moved toward that Luzon landmass that morning.
Congratulations! You're the newest Grandma Millionaire!
How did you find our lesson today? That's amazing! It's a great joy to hear that you are able to transform direct and indirect speech on your own. Now, let's have a quick recap of our lesson today. Direct speech is also known as quoted speech. It is a spoken or written text that gives the exact words of the speaker. These words are enclosed in quotation marks. Reported speech or indirect speech restates what has been said by the speaker without using the exact words. Be reminded that there are certain rules that we need to follow in order to transform direct into reported speech. Remember that there are changes in the tenses of verbs, modals, pronouns, time expressions, and the kinds of sentences.
I hope you enjoyed our lesson for today. Watch out for the next episode of English on Air. I'm Teacher Amy, your amazing learning buddy. See you next time! Ciao!